Okay. Trundle versus Warwick, offline review for Truff. Oh, nice name. Okay, so look at this. This is a very fun matchup. You guys are both early game skirmish kings. This is a very volatile matchup. I'd say whoever gets a lead early wins 1v1 for like the rest of the mid game. Um, what the fuck did you do, man? You didn't hit level 3. You skipped the small ones. Yeah, I mean, I think the idea of going for like early gank is not bad. I think once you realize that you don't get level 3 off these minions, these raptors, because you didn't kill the small ones, I think your idea is like, it's not terrible. The second you don't hit level 3 though, call it off. I think it's like, I think if you're level 3, this idea is not terrible. The second you like realize now, oh shit, I messed up, whoopsies, just call it off. Just go full clear. It's fine. I think a lot of times people create a play in their head, and then they end up committing to it no matter what. I think again, I don't think your initial idea to gank mid was bad, but the second you're not level 3, it all goes to shit. And it's important like as a player to be able to call off plays and not just be stubborn and be like, no, I thought of it, so I have to go for it. It's okay to be like, you know what, I think the play was good, but I what's the it's shit change. I didn't get level 3 because Krugs are retarded, and that's it. End it there. That's fine. We full clear now. Warwick messed up as well and got us a kill back, so it's not the worst for us. Base for item. We go for this gank. So he lives. Important to know here, when you see Warwick on this ward, crossing, doing to his raptors, he's probably going to clear upwards. He's probably going to, you see him going to his wolves. So I think when he goes to his wolves right now, I never even think of ganking. When I see him go to his wolves, I think, okay, nice, I'm going to do raptors into dragon. Because when you go, you don't just do wolves and go like wolves to Krugs. When people go wolves, they're going to do this. They're going to do wolves to Gromp, to top, or wolves, Gromp, base, and then open to the Krugs. That's like the two options, right? Or like wolves, Gromp, and then into like mid like this, right? No one's gonna do like wolves, Krugs, this. No one's doing wolves, Gromp, and then cross mapping to dragon. It's always this or this or this into base into this, right? So I think when you see him walk to his wolves, okay, next sec, he's gonna be topside for like probably the next 30, 40 seconds. What does that mean? That means he's not gonna be bot side. What does that mean? Well, there's a bot side objective up, and I'm playing Trundle with double buffs with a really strong early game item, and I'm Trundle, one of the best and healthiest like dragon takers in the game because Trundle doesn't really take damage. You have such high lifesteal. So in my head, this is just bad. Your KO is a super weak early game champion. Again, you should know Warwick's top side because we saw him on this ward crossing into his top side. And as I said, they're gonna do wolves into Gromp, so he should be like on Gromp or finishing Gromp here. So not only are you playing into your weakest lane, if you look at your laners, Katarina has been fighting a lot. Pyke's a really strong early game champion. Kaelin's really strong early game champion. So you got early game fighting a lot. Now you got a fucking useless Kayle. No damage, no CC, under tower, scaling till fucking 30 minutes. So you have options. You have Dragon, you have aggressive bot lane, you have aggressive mid lane, and we decide to go. Not only do we go towards our most useless laner, we're also playing towards the side that we know the enemy jungler is at. So it's a double negative. Um, so no wonder this one's badly. Our KO is useless. We know Warwick's top side. It's just bad, right? We're skipping camps. We have Krugs up this entire time. I don't know why you'd ever open to your if you're gonna play into top side, why would you ever open to Raptors? Why not open to Krugs into Raptors, right? So you're skipping camps for no reason, and then again at this point, once you see that Warwick's like base pathing upwards, I think you should just do Dragon. I think your head's in the clouds. I don't know what you're thinking here, Because when I painted it like this, weak top lane, strong bot lane, um, you know, uh, dragons up, enemy jungle top. It sounds like a no-brainer. We should just do the bot side objective. The enemy jungle is top side, right? Instead of you're looking to force up top side play, it doesn't really make much sense. Another thing is when you have two smites, always just use a smite. Like here, it's either smite Krugs or smite red. There's no point to walk around the map with two smites, right? Even, again, same on the wolf camp. And same here, like we killed wolf. Why are we skipping Gromp, right? If anything, look, you're one pixel away from 6. Don't you want to get 6 first? And then if you want to gank, or then you want to fight mid, or then you want to do dragon, if you're doing anything aggressive, why would we ever want to do it level 5 when we could be level 6 instead? And level 6, again, it takes us like 2 seconds to kill the Gromp. You're just skipping camps for no reason, you know. And now we're like, and then here again, we're 1 HP. We're like again, we're one like our bot lane is winning. Our bot lane's playing aggressive. Why not? If we're gonna play for objective, why not play dragon? Our AD carry is even pinging the dragon. Instead, we're like, no, let's cross through mid and play for the grubs and play with my useless fucking top laner. Though my only losing lane, the only lane that look top 0-1, 40 CS. Bot is 0-0, mid's 1-1. My AD carry is like good CS. It's like even though Pyke's 0-1, he's still like a strong early game champion, right? This is just perplexing to me. Here, I think this is just like lucky because it looks like Warwick is bot side, but you have no idea where Warwick is. You haven't seen him in forever, right? If Warwick is here, you lose 1v1. Right now, I guarantee you Warwick's level 6 and you're level 5. If Warwick's, I don't know, let's say Warwick's in this bush right now, right? And Warwick just ults you, what are you going to do? You're going to flash over this wall and now we just waste our flash, Like, this is not, let's say Warwick's actually on the grubs. You're not getting him off it. They're Smolder's coming here first. Warwick wins 1v1. You're opting in the fights that you're not gonna win, And he ends up not being here. Thank God. He ends up being on Dragon. But again, you have no idea of this unless I'm blind and we see him walking. No, we didn't. We didn't. So here we have no idea he's bot side. He could easily be top side. So I don't think you're actually forcing plays off of. Anytime you force a play in League, it should be off of a obvious advantage. I'm forcing a top lane because I have a stronger top laner. I'm forcing a jungle invade because I'm a stronger 1v1 jungler. Everything you do should be based off that. You're just doing shit and hoping it works. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just that's just what I see. Anyways, now we full clear down. Our first top gank finally works. I do think you have some weird obsession with top lane. I don't know if you're doing it with Kayle. I know this gank works. It's just so weird to me that you're like, you've been topside 3 times now. When like I don't know why. I mean, it works. So what can I say? I just think that your time could be better spent either mid or bot lane. I think these lanes are more volatile. I think these lanes are more early game centric. Kayle can be ignored for 20 minutes and she'll always scale and eventually be useful, right? But with Kayle and Katarina, these champs want to be played towards early and accelerate throughout the game. I think when you're this close to item, you should never base. When you're 100 gold off item, I don't care. Run to scuttle. Look, your Gromp turning yellow. Run into the Gromp on spawn. Go hit a midwave. I don't care. When you're this close to a huge item, you should just wait for the item. It's too like, this power spike is simply too big. Otherwise, what you're gonna end up doing is killing a camp or two and then wanting to base anyways. So it's kind of worthless. Again, I don't know. I feel like every single I like every single fight against Warwick this game has gone poorly. It's like you've never won it. It's always been like super sided for him, and you keep trying to fight him. Like I feel like you see him here, sick, throw pillar like this, throw a W here, and then just run away. And now you like this is good because you slowed him down. So he was planning on running towards your Karina, and just pillaring him and slowing him down it makes it so now he's gonna be disencouraged to chase after Karina because he knows, oh, Trundle's in the bush. I shouldn't chase because Trundle will stop me, right? I know he ended up dying here anyways, but this is look how close he was to double killing. Like during Warwick, this guy maybe could have healed a little more and could double kill and then boom. There's no way you calculated the perfect math that Katarina had the perfect amount of damage to kill him. You know what I mean? Uh, so I think again, anytime we take a fight or an invade or anything, we should be off an advantage. This Warwick has beat your ass every time he's seen you. You should not be the one opting into the fight against him. You should be avoiding him, and he should be the one that wants to fight you, right? Nice skill on Smolder. Good map awareness. I think once you're already here, push the wave. Why not? Oh, I guess never mind. He's spam pinging for you not to. You should. In perfect play, you should, but it's actually correct not to because you don't want to risk tilting him. So in this case, it's good that you didn't do it, but that's because Kayle is bad. If Kayle wasn't bad, then you should be the one hitting it. If that makes sense. Okay, let's watch this fight. Insta ult, that's good. Nice. When you start fights as Trundle, You want to just instantly start Q. Like here, instead of autoing, just Q because your Q slows and your Q is a longer range. So you can only auto him now, but you could if you Q, you could have Q'd him here because your Q is has a longer attack range plus it's slow. So you want your first if you had a choice, your first auto be a slow, your first auto not be a slow. You'd always want a slow because then it's easier for you to chase down with your second and third auto. If that makes sense, you know. He ended up dying anyways, but it was fucking close. Nice fight. Insta start Herald. Perfect. Good job. Anytime the enemy jungle's dead and the objective is up, you should just instantly start the objective. I think you just walk the wrong way here. Like you see them all coming from below, so why run into them? Just run this way with your Kale. You know, your Pyke's fine. It's Pyke. He can E over a wall. He has invis. You're like running into danger for no reason, and then you just have to burn your flash again for no reason. It's just odd. You should never want to fight here because again, as I said, you should only want to fight with advantages. In this case, they have the advantage. They have no advantage. There's 3 of them and 2 of you, right? So good. I think I like the dragon as well. We kill the smolder. I like this as well. These are good picks and good objectives. I like that you're doing dragon. You're doing herald. You're prioritizing the objectives. I think that's really good. Now you're playing for Otacon, and you steal this as well. No, I think the last 3 minutes have been the best sequences of the game. You played herald, then you played dragon, and then you run to Otacon. This is how Trundle should play. Trundle's the objective king. Trundle wants to just run to every objective and just start every objective, fight every objective. I think this is the last 3 minutes have been the best like 3 minutes of the entire game from you. I think you're playing with your team, you're prioritizing the objectives, and these again you're not doing random plays. Earlier I was mad because you're randomly ganking top, randomly invading him, randomly running mid, right? These are not random. Like, objectives are like structured, calculated, team oriented plays, right? Earlier I was saying the plays that you were doing are bad because they were just random kills, random ganks. You're just hoping to get something, hoping to get gold or something random, right? These are like again not random. These are or like team oriented plays, you know. So this can you could argue this goes back to randomness. Like here you could just leave, but you should have to kill him. If you don't have a shutdown, it's fine. You're one for oneing. So I don't really mind this one as much, to be honest. Okay, now what's next objective? Next objective is dragon. So let's play for the dragon fight. Okay. We see them sieging mid, so we come stop them. Who do we ult? Eh, don't think we should ult Thresh. I know you're ulting to kill him faster. I think your ult should be saved for more important people. Like, who cares if Thresh dies or doesn't die, right? I'm more important that if we have a fight in the future, that we have an ult up for Warwick or for Riven or someone else. We end up not having one, but who knows what happens now? Maybe they try to maybe Warwick tries to come defend this tower, and now we have no ult to fight him, you know? But in my head, you really want ult when you fight champs like Warwick and stuff like that. So. Okay, we play for this dragon. Perfect. We show up here. I think the second they start running on you, you should instantly ult. Like even now, ult Riven, or when Warwick comes to ult the Warwick. Because keep in mind also when you ult someone, not only you can make them weaker, but you make yourself tankier because you're stealing their stats. So if right now I see this, and I think to myself, okay, these guys are about to fucking jump me. They're about to fucking take me to an alleyway and fucking try to steal my money, right? So I'm trying to ult to not only like so I do more damage to them, but also make myself tankier, you know? Another thing here is I know it sucks, but I think when you see your carry in the top, you have to play patient. You have to spam paying assistance, which you're doing good, but now you just I think only go in like the Otacon. If you see that the dragon's dying and they're on it, then go in, then try to steal. But if they're not even on it, like you walk here, you see they're not even on it, then just chill. Wait for your Kaelin, wait for your Pyke, walk here, connect. Also, you're disconnected. Like there should not be 2 people here, 1 person here. If they're here, you go this way. If they're here, then you go that way. And then you should be playing on the same side as your team. You're kind of playing on your own. Because even though you guys are down numbers, even if it's 3v4, you guys can still, like, Pyke can Q them for you, Pyke can E them for you, Kaelin can throw some traps for you. But when you're playing so far from them, no one can help you. You're fully on your own, right? So I think play slightly slower, plus play with your team. I know it sucks that Cat's, like, not here, but I still think even Katarina not being here, it's still playable, right? But you just play too fast. Kind of the same as before as other that's probably the exact same. A, insta ult. B, your kill's not here, so it's 45. They have 5 members here. You have 4 members here. Your only job is to play slow. If they start Baron, then you'll walk in. Then you'll fight, because then you're forced to. They're on the game-winning objective, right? But in this case, you see them, so you know they're not on the Baron. So there's no reason to walk in here. They're not. There's no top tower they're getting. There's no Otacon they're getting. There's no Scuttle they're killing. They're not. They're just sitting in the jungle. I mean, the river doing nothing, right? So I think if you didn't die here while your team's killing Riven and you're able to not die, then you guys would have the number advantage because then Riven's dead and then you guys would have the be up numbers, you know. So again, I think especially when you don't go merc treads, I think tab is fine in this game, but you have to understand when you don't go merc treads and you have no tenacity, you could get CC locked by everything. Riven W into Riven Q into Thresh Q into Thresh E into Warwick ult into Warwick E. You have zero tenacity, so you could just get CC locked by anything. So either A, go merc treads, or B, if you're gonna go tab buys, which I think are fine, you just have to get used to playing way more patient and respect their CC way more. You know, I think again, it's the same. It's honestly the same as the last 2 fights. The fight is already won. Look, you have 5 teammates alive, 2 enemies dead. Right? So Dragon's up soon. The Dragon fight is a 3v5. You guys have 5 good guys, 3 bad guys. As long as no one else dies, you can and he bases gets full HP. Carrying Kate life steals, carrying the bases, you life steal off a wolf camp. As long as everyone's full HP, you're gonna walk. Death timers are so long, like 50 seconds, 40 seconds. As long as no one dies, you're gonna slowly walk to the dragon fight and guarantee win a team fight because number advantage is the most OP thing in league, and you have a 3v5 number advantage. So the only way you have to do is play slow and not die. And what do? You do the direct opposite. You play this fight as fast as humanly possible. Ult, flash, Q in, and now our 3v5 went into a 4v5. And then this guy gets hit by Warwick ult, and now our 45 is a 3v3, and now we're even numbers. We went from a 3v5 to a 3v3 in less than 30 seconds. But if we let Kill base, we let Cap base, we let Pyke base, we heal off our like Romp or our Wolf or something. The dragon spawns in what is that? 20 seconds. Again, dragon spawns 20 seconds, dead for 36 seconds, dead for 50 seconds. So when dragon spawns, these guys will still both be dead. So you guys can literally all 5 base and run to dragon. And when you guys get to dragon, it'll be up, and these guys will be dead, and you'll have a 3v5, and you'll all be full HP, and life will be good. You know. So just again, 3 fights in a row you died because 3 fights you played too fast. It's the same thing 3 fights in a row. So if you're gonna take anything from this game, take that. It's already like a huge thing. And then same thing here. Caitlyn's in base. Caitlyn's in base. Carry like the only person here to support. All your carries, like your strong members, are in base. And what are you doing? You're running in and fighting and just dying, right? So I think you're just playing way too fast, way too impatient. You have to realize Trundle does not really scale into the late game. You're early game champion, so at this point in the game you're kind of fucking useless. So you have to just rely on your teammates and play off your teammates. But you are not looking at the minimap at all. You do not get watching you play. It feels like you do not give a fuck about what your teammates are doing or where they are. So look now we're fighting with our teammates. Kalen's behind us. Kale's behind us, like our damage dealers, and boom, these guys are dying, right? Boom, Smolder dies, boom, Thresh dies. You died for it, but it's worth 2 for 1. It's a perfect example. You fight with Kale and Kalen, you win the fight. You fight without them, you lose the fight. It's like literally like it's night and day, you know? Boom, your teammates are on Baron, boom, you get Baron, you know? Pyke and Kalen died. Okay, now we just have to wait for them to respawn, and then when they respawn, we fight them. But right now they haven't respawned, so if you guys fight, it's a losing fight. Here, it's not your fault. Katarina forces it, but it's example. You force it, Katarina forces it. Doesn't matter who. If you guys are fighting without all 5 members, you'll lose the fight. You know. Before you were pulling them and you lost them. Now Katarina pulled the fight and you lost it. So I think now the lodge is over. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. I think you play. I think in early game you're skipping way too many camps and forcing way too many random plays. I think forcing plays is good. You're just forcing like low percentage random plays. You didn't get bot once this game. When you know your bot lane is playing super early game strong champs. You didn't play for early dragons. You skipped Krugs like 4 times. You skipped Gromp like 4 times. You're skipping too many camps. You're forcing too many plays for like lanes that don't matter. Like Kale is just gonna have scale eventually. It's like super like irrelevant lane. Like you camp Smolder this game, he still became Faker, you know. So I think that's the stuff for the early game, and then mid late game is just the team fights play way slower, and look to see where your teammates are. If your teammates are nearby, fight. If they're not nearby, don't fight. I'll watch this last fight, but I assume you guys they have elders, so I assume you guys just walk in here, get one shot, and then you lose the game. Yeah, and that's it. Boom. All right. Hopefully that's helpful.